Hello everybody! Welcome to our Wednesday video drop. I'm Carrie Barfoot. I'm so glad that we have connected. Tonight I'm going to share a chicken fajita sheet pan meal that is sure to please any family. It is quick, it is simple, it is tasty, and it is healthy. So let's get started. So first thing you want to do is grab your chicken. I have already pre-sliced my chicken. I love these 4-cup prep bowls. They're a glass bowl that measure 4 cups and they have a beautiful sealing lid, a silicone sealing lid. So I had already pre-sliced up my chicken. A great little kitchen hack is chicken is usually more affordable when you buy it in bulk. When you bring it home from the grocery store, pre-slice it up. Put it right in your Ziploc baggie. You can even go ahead and add the seasoning and write fajita or chicken strips. That way in the morning while you're rushing out, all you have to do is grab that chicken. It's already pre-sliced, and as it defrosts, that step is done. All right, so I have about 4 chicken breasts sliced up in a bowl. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab another bowl here to mix up in. And we're going to add some peppers and some onions to our fajitas. So we'll start with the red onion here, or sorry, the red pepper. I like to slice, what I do is I do 1 slice so I can locate where the seeds are. Then I can cut all the way around the pepper and not interrupt those seeds. Cut off the chunk at the bottom. And there we go. I have cut my whole pepper and not messed with any of the seeds so I don't have a mess all over my cutting board. Then just taking my knife, I'm going to slice this into nice thin strips. Ooh, better take that little tag off there. Okay, those are all sliced up. Add those to my bowl. Now we're going to do the onion. So I'm just gonna peel the onion. Any onion will work. I love like a nice sweet white onion. Just gonna peel that up. Now I don't love cutting onions. My eyes are so sensitive, I usually start bawling all over the place. So I'm actually gonna use my Epicure mandolin for this. It's a 4-in-1 mandolin. It has 4 different settings. The setting that I'm going to use is the 3.5 millimeter. It tells you right here along the side, and you just pop that in. Take your guard, it's got nice little teeth that are gonna stick into your vegetable and keep it nice and safe. And then I'm just going to slice up some onions, as little or as much as you would like. And you see how fast that sliced these onions up. Okay, so I'll just pop these in here, just like that. Okay, we're gonna add the chicken in. Now for the fajita seasoning, we're gonna use the Epicure fajita seasoning. Super, super clean. Doesn't have any ingredients in here that you can't pronounce, which I love. I'll grab a measuring spoon here. Okay. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of fajita seasoning. If you have the Epicure taco seasoning, that will work just as well. Let's do a little bit of a comparison here. So the only difference between the fajita and the taco that Epicure carries is the fajita has a little bit of lemon powder, which makes it a bit more of a milder choice. So when we're looking at this, we have trying to find the sodium, 10 milligrams for 1 teaspoon. Now there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. I added 2, so that'd be 60 milligrams for this whole serving, 60. If I was to add a pouch of fajita or taco, I am looking at, I've got to do some math here because it is 1/6 of the pouch is 330. Alexa, what is 330 times 6?
330 times 6 is 1,980.
Wow. 1,980 milligrams of sodium versus 60. Isn't that amazing? That's what I love about these fajita Epicure seasonings is I can trust everything that's in here. It's low to no sodium, very sugar conscious, if sugar at all, and it's very cost effective. So this 1 jar for $8.50 Canadian is probably gonna make me anywhere from like 8 to 14 servings, depending on how seasoned I like it. versus this is usually about $2 Canadian for one pouch. Okay, so if I was to try to get 14 times 2 is $28 versus $8.50. So very cost effective, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a spoon here. Okay, love our Epicure utensils. They're silicone, heavy weighted metal. So they're metal inside, covered in silicone. We have a great utensil set. Okay, so we're gonna stir this up. Okay, now we need a little bit of lemon juice. Sorry, I didn't set all my stuff out today. I wasn't totally organized. That's how easy it is to cook with Epicure though, guys. Okay, I'm going to slice my lemon in half using my awesome citrus press. Lemon, lime and lemon face down. Give that a squeeze. Whoop! It's like that. It literally inverts the lemon. Isn't that amazing? Love my citrus press. Okay, so stir this all around. Get it all nice and mixed up. Okay, now that we've got that all mixed up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread this out on our silicone lined sheet pan. So these are our beautiful sheet pans from Epicure. They are aluminum, they're a great heat conductor. They heat up fast and evenly. And I've covered it with our silicone liner, which has edges, which is wonderful because it keeps all the juice on the sheet, on the liner, instead of going over and under the parchment paper and wrecking your cookie sheets or your baking sheets and getting them all messy. The cleanup, literally, a little soap and water just rubs right off. Nothing sticks to these liners. It's fabulous. Love sheet pan cooking because you literally just dump all your ingredients together, spread it out on your sheet pan, throw it in the oven, set it and forget it. And it also allows you to do big batch cooking. When you're cooking for a bigger family like I am, we're cooking for 5. But what's nice about the sheet pan is you can cook for 1 or you can cook for 12 or more, however many you need to cook for. Okay, so I got that all spread out. So for this recipe, I'm gonna put it into the oven at 420 degrees for 20 minutes. Okay, so while that's in the oven, we're going to make our condiments for our fajitas. So guacamole and salsa are an absolute must-have. Let me show you how to make it at home. A lot less money, fresher and delicious. When you buy prepared guacamole, it's usually packed with additives and preservatives, and there's this timestamp. Like when you buy it, you know you gotta use it up, or it's gonna go bad, where you can make it fresh anytime at home. All you need is a delicious avocado. All right, so we're gonna cut our avocado in half. Beautiful. Is there anything better than a beautiful ripe avocado? Now, my trick to picking the best avocado, I don't wanna wreck my knife here. Gotta be careful when you're using a ceramic knife because that pit can be hard. So I just grab that pit. Sometimes I save that pit because if you put the pit in the guacamole when you store it, it reduces the browning, but I know that we're gonna be using this all up tonight. So picking the perfect avocado, I find it's by touch. So forehead, too hard, cheek too soft, the end of your nose, that's the ripeness that you want to feel when you are picking out a perfect avocado. However, a lot of us order stuff ahead of time, or we may do an online delivery service. So find an online delivery service that you trust. I order from Produce Express. They're out of Woodstock, Ontario, and they always deliver my avocados just perfect for that week. Sometimes if it's a little not quite ripe, I just throw it in with my bananas, and within the day, it's perfect. Now that we are in produce season, I of course am gonna get all my produce from the local market or from those grocery stores that you trust. Okay, so I'm just gonna peel my avocado here because I don't wanna waste any of it. It's like gold. I love, 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 love avocado. Now, will anybody eat avocado for breakfast? Avocado toast? I don't eat the toast, but I love sliced avocado, and then I sprinkle the Epicure Everything bagel sprinkles over top. Oh my gosh, so delicious. Yummy. Or I love avocado on a salad. Or sometimes I'll even chop up chicken and avocado. It's so good. Okay. All right, so you're gonna add that to a bowl. Okay, and now you're gonna add your seasoning. I just need to wash my hands quick. Okay. All in one jar with Epicure, which is super handy. So it's called guacamole seasoning, and it's got your onion, sea salt, red bell pepper, garlic, spices, herbs, chilies. So I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon per avocado. So if you want to do a double batch, you would just double that up. I'm gonna add a little squeeze of lemon, nice fresh lemon. If you don't have a fresh lemon, what I do is I buy my lemons in bulk because it's less expensive. I put some in the fridge, the rest of them I poke a hole, throw them all in the freezer. Then pull it out, put it in the microwave for about a minute. That's why you wanna have that hole poke so it doesn't explode. And then perfect, you can squeeze that defrosted lemon and it's beautiful. Now I'm using a tool from Epicure. It's called the ground meat separator. It is for way more than just ground meat. It works awesome for mashing up your avocado. This is actually a great job if you've got kids to keep them busy. And this also works great for like mashing up frozen juice and mixing it up, mashing up bananas for banana muffins. So if you just want to mash up your avocado here. Okay, that is perfectly mashed up. Now what I like to do is you can have it just like this, guacamole, or I love creamy guacamole. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a nice, generous scoop, probably about a 1/4 cup there, of sour cream or Greek yogurt. I prefer sour cream. Mix it up, and you've got the tastiest, freshest tasting guacamole. We were in Mexico this past January on a director retreat through Epicure, and it was so good. They made fresh guacamole right in front of us, and let me tell you, our Epicure guacamole holds up to that fresh, authentic, homemade guacamole right from Mexico. There you go, creamy guacamole. The next condiment we're gonna make is our salsa. So instead of buying prepared salsa, which is expensive, it's usually filled with a ton of ingredients. And what usually happens with salsa is you use about half the jar and then it gets pushed to the back of that never-ending fridge. You pull it out 6 months later when you're doing a cleanup and you found like 3 half-eaten jars of salsa growing science projects inside. So make it fresh, fresh is best. It's actually gonna save you a ton of money, and you can make it to temperature. Like there's nothing worse than when you've bought it at the store at medium, you get it home and it's like too hot or it's actually tastes mild to you. You can control the temperature with Epicure. Simply just need a tomato, or use a can of diced tomatoes. You can make as little or as much as you want. So when it comes to salsa at our house, I'd say about half of us eat it, the other half do not. So I'm just gonna do a small batch here. So you're gonna take your fresh tomatoes, you're gonna dice them up. This is such an awesome way to use up those garden tomatoes that are always in plenty come this summer. But like I said, in the off season, if the tomatoes aren't that great, or maybe they're a little bit pricier at the grocery store, you can absolutely use a can of diced tomatoes. I usually just drain them, and then I would add the seasoning to the diced tomatoes. Okay, so let me just finish cutting up this tomato here. Oh, it smells so good. These are delicious. My tomatoes are from Produce Express. Okay, so we're gonna add our tomato. Now, I like to add a little bit of onion when I do my salsa. If I had cilantro, I would also add cilantro. I know cilantro is sort of a love-hate thing for some people. Using my mandolin, I'm gonna switch out my setting, and I'm going to use the julienne setting with the little teeth. Pop that in. Using that onion that I've got here, I'm just going to slice just a little bit of onion. So what happens is the teeth run against the grain of the onion, and you'll see here, it literally cut up my onion in these little tiny, tiny, tiny fine pieces. And even if you want to do it even finer, you can just quickly run it with your knife. I mean, that is so much faster than trying to dice that whole onion up yourself, right? Isn't that beautiful? So add those in. So we've got onion, I've got tomato. Sometimes I get fancy in the summer. I'll even add some chopped up peppers. Like I said, I love cilantro in mine, but that is completely optional. We're gonna add a little bit more squeeze of fresh lemon, and now the Epicure spices. So these are dehydrated onions, peppers, chilies, jalapeno, cayenne pepper. Absolutely delicious. So a little for mild. I got a teaspoon here, guys, okay? So I would do about 2 teaspoons for a mild to medium. And the more you add, the hotter or spicier it's gonna get. So that's what's beautiful, is you can absolutely make this to the temperature that you would like. And this, my friends, is a fresh, delicious pico de gala salsa. So you know when you travel to the tropics and they make that delicious fresh salsa? There you go. You can make that at home in a matter of seconds. So there we go. We've got fresh pico de gala salsa, creamy guacamole. I'm gonna grate up some cheese. By then our fajitas will be ready and it'll be dinner. Okay, so it's all ready here. So there's our chicken all fully cooked. That's 20 minutes at 420 degrees. So I'm just gonna use my Epicure lifter to just kind of stir it around a little bit more, break up some of the chicken that's sticking together. Oh my gosh, this looks fabulous. And what I love about the sheet pan, you can see here, like see how nicely that is? Nothing sticks to it. Let me just show you here. Look at that. Nothing sticks. My sheet pan stays shiny and clean. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's build up this fajita here. So we're just gonna take a flour tortilla wrap. A lot of times too, the kids love the wraps, but I love, oh my gosh, they always make these packages so hard to open. Sometimes I just make a fajita bowl. So I'll just take a big bed of greens and then I will make my fajita. Okay, so there we go. We're going to want, let's just move this over a little bit here. Okay, we've got guacamole. Parker's here watching. Why don't you say hi?
Hello.
We're gonna add a little bit of salsa. Do you like salsa?
Yeah.
I'm saying half the family loves salsa and half doesn't. Do you like the guacamole?
Yeah.
Okay, so how about I make this one for you then? I'm just gonna grab some tongs here, just to make it a little bit easier to grab the chicken. Okay, and you're good with the peppers, right,
Yep.
Parker? Patrick doesn't like the peppers. Okay, here we go. And do you like cheese?
Yes, please.
Okay, yes, please. A little bit of grated cheese. And there we go. How does that look, guys? Delicious! Dinner served. So rada ready, 20 minutes. You can make your own homemade sheet pan fajitas, guacamole, and salsa. There you go.
Thank you.
So a reminder of 3 ways that you can work with me. One is you can consider Epicure for your weekly groceries. Consider saying goodbye to some of these prepackaged store brands that are filled with preservatives and additives. Save money and cook fresh using clean spice blends and real ingredients. You can shop anytime at carriebarfoot.com. Number 2 is to save, and there's lots of ways to do that. I can send you an event link. You share it with your friends and family, and when your event reaches 250, you're gonna unlock what we call rewards, and that is a bunch of free and half price and exclusive offers. I can also do an event in your home where I come, we cook, and we share, and you're going to get treated with a lot of rewards as well. Or I can do it virtually as well. So we can come together through like a Facebook group where I share recipes, I go live, and again, you can unlock amazing rewards. So that's how you save. And the third way is if you love Epicure and you're using it anyhow and you really stand behind our products, you can become a brand ambassador for Epicure. So to get an ambassador access, it's just $49.95, and that's going to give you access to all of the discounts, the perks, a website you can share with friends and family, and anytime somebody purchases through your website, you're going to get 20% cash back paid right into your account every week. Plus, you're going to get your products at a discount. So consider joining, making money, sharing a product you love, and getting your products at discount. You can get information on doing that through my link here as well. So thanks again for joining my weekly video drop. Hope you enjoyed these sheet pan fajitas, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place. How are they, Parker?
Good.
Good. Okay, bye guys.